welcome to our YouTube channel.
This is BTW, and BTW stands for
By the way.
Exactly.
It's me, Libra, and
Ian Mugisha.
Yeah, we are back in your faces.
Every day, every week, we shall be there.
Every week, every Saturday, please just go to BTW and you'll find us there.
Now, before we really go further, I believe you are already inspired by our first video, and I believe you'd want to keep liking, subscribing, and commenting to these videos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so today's topic is how to survive adulthood.
True. And how to survive adulthood, we're talking about this, and since it's a major topic, we want to get to know what adulthood is. Libra, what do you think adulthood is?
Okay, to me, adulthood is when a period in one's life when they attain both physical and psychological maturity.
Yes.
So it's not just the physical growth.
Yes.
It's both in the head, psychological maturity and physical maturity.
Psychological maturity and physical maturity.
Or mentally.
When you talk about psychological, what do you mean?
I mean, one has to mature mentally, like they reason like adults.
In a different way.
In a different way.
When you're minor, you reason in a different way. When you become a major, you reason in a different way.
In a more mature way.
And how do we behave as adults in a physical way? Because we talked about a psychological way and a physical way.
It's all about reasoning, really.
Okay.
But first, give us your definition.
Basically,
you as Ian, how do you define adulthood?
Okay, basically adulthood. I'll give you a definition in the layman's language to what I understand it. This is, basically maturity of, you're crossing the line, getting to know that maybe there are things I have to let go and there are things I have to maybe take up with me, because there are a lot of things that we do when we are minors that we can't continue doing when we are majors. So basically we let them go, and then we pick up the things that are going to make us better people within the community and the society.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, in other cultures, adulthood is they look at adulthood differently. When you're able to do certain things, when you do a certain thing, you are an adult. Like in the Bugisu culture, after circumcision, you're referred to as an adult.
Yes, that's after circumcision.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And the other cultures where they say, without a beard. There is someone who was telling me, told me, without a beard, you're not. I don't know which culture it is, but someone told me if you don't have the beard, then you're not considered.
Then you're not an adult.
A man.
Yeah, well, some people think like that.
Yeah.
So as we can see, the definitions of adulthood vary from one person to the other. Because in some countries, you have to reach a certain age to be referred to as an adult.
Yes.
Most countries, it's 18 years.
Yeah, as for Uganda, it's 18, and other countries, but I think there are other countries
where it's 16.
When you clock 16,
you're already an adult.
Yeah, and then there are others where if you clock 20, that's when you're an adult. Whereas when you're 18, you're not an adult until you clock 20. So they differ, like adulthood differs from a lot of different cultures,
countries, individuals. The society also has everyone has a different definition of what adulthood is.
Yeah, true. There's the other topic you wanted to talk about, the milestone of you getting to be an adult.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like everyone has a moment in their life that made them realize, I'm actually now an adult.
True.
Should I start with you or should I share mine first?
You should start.
I can share mine first.
You should start, then I'll follow.
Yeah, okay. Yes. Now, in my life, what's the moment where I realized, Nkuze. Nkuze. It's when I had my child.
Okay.
Because before her, it was all about me. Like, even if I don't eat, it's about me. Going out, I don't need to, first think about someone.
Yes.
I would take decisions based on myself.
Okay.
But now, for every decision I make, I have to think of her first.
Okay.
How will it affect her? And so it changed me. It changed my whole life.
Exactly.
And then that's when I realized I'm an adult, because someone was dependent on me.
True.
On the decisions I made. I couldn't afford to make stupid decisions or mistakes anymore, because then I knew they would affect someone. And then I was like, wait, so this is what adults do. That's when I even started paying my bills, because then my mom would, come in, pay bills. I was living the soft life. But when I had my child, now it was about me. I had to think of bills. I had to think of the things I'm going to, buy for her, Pampers. Everything was on me.
Everything
like the
was
Lord
on
just dawned on me, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I'm now an adult.
So you stopped the dilly darling life.
Yeah.
Mommy's girl life.
Yeah.
So you had to dive into this adulthood.
In the adult, it hit me.
Everything is on you. Actually, you have to pay bills. You have to look after the child. You have to get.
You have to know what is she going to eat. She's sick. I have to take her to the hospital.
Yes.
What is she putting on? No, with babies, they depend on you entirely. In that, even when they sleep, you have to think for them. I think now it's time to change to this position.
Yeah, true.
You have to change. So you can't do that if you're still thinking in a childish way.
That's
you
true.
have to mature up. You just have to be an adult then. Yeah. That was my moment. You can tell us about yours.
I think I really got to understand that I'm an adult. When was that? There is that period when I got done with campus. And my dad asked me to come back home. Yes, I said, I don't feel like going home. And men, the boys, we don't want to go home after school. We feel like we can make it after
You're
some
used
time.
to the independent life.
Exactly. When I go back home, my dad will tell me, you need to be home by this time. You don't have to move away minus my permission and all that kind of
curfew.
Stuff. That curfew kind of stuff. So I think most of us, the boys, we feel like, no, I think now I've matured a little bit. I need to be by myself. I think that's when I got to know how. This is how he told me. He told me, so you're deciding to step by yourself. What you're going to do, you're going to sort your rent, you're going to sort your food, and all of that. I've paid tuition, I've done all these things for all these years you've been in school. Now if you don't want to come back home, then you're going to sort these things for yourself. In the beginning I was like,
easy. Like what
is he talking about? Then trust me, there's a time, because remember, maybe you're getting small gigs and all that kind of thing. People are calling you to do, those gigs, and you're like, this thing I can handle. But remember, you've been getting some help from him, and he's catering your rent.
Upkeep.
Alongside these other gigs you're getting. So, meaning you have upkeep, you have rent, then you have these other money for the other gigs. So trust me, this time around, this first month, I was like, I'll get the thing. So that month I got some gigs and I was doing, these IT things, website development. You do, someone pays you like a 600K, 1 million.
And then you're like, hey, I'm good to go.
But have you spent not working for like 6 months? And you feel like, the whole world is on you. You can't call him. He told you to come back home.
Pay. You don't have supper.
Exactly. You have to move sometimes. There are times where someone calls and is like, Ian, come. Okay, now there is this gig and you don't even have transport
to go to that gig.
Hey, my friend, it was hard. So later, I started getting to know that, okay, I'm supposed to pay rent, pay power, pay water, pay transport, buy food, and all these things were on me. That step I got to know.
It hit you that now I have to think like an adult. I am an adult right now.
That's true. Like now that time I had to know that I need to work hard. I need to get the money. I need to look after myself. Because if I don't, tomorrow they're going to chase me out of the house and I'll be on street. You get. So that's the time I got to know really I need to pull up my socks.
Adapt during that time.
I need to pull up my socks and I got to that stage and I'm grateful to where I am.
I think the next issue we are going to discuss are the tips. We are going to give you some tips because we are both adults, and we know everyone has values on which they dwell to,
that's true.
To survive adulthood.
Yeah, because the number of things that you go through and the number of things you learn.
Yeah, lessons picked up in every situation you go through.
Yes, you get to know, so this is how we treat this.
How to navigate through.
Exactly. Yeah, so I think, Libra, you want to give us
I can give you one, you give us one, I give one until
we
exhaust them. So what the first thing I would say is take one day at a time. You're going to find yourself in a situation where you have a lot on you.
That's true.
And then you can't solve everything at once. So just take one day at a time. Give yourself time. The thing about problems and things that come with adulthood is there will be situations where you'll be really stressed about different things. They say when it rains it pours.
Yes.
So you get rent, landlord demanding, your boss angry at you, your child sick, different things coming at the same time. Just breathe.
You wouldn't need to.
I don't know how to bring it out, but my point is give time.
Yes.
Let time take its progress. Like eventually things get sorted.
Yeah.
You're not going to solve everything at the same time.
And nothing lasts forever.
Lasts forever. So just give time for things to sort themselves out. Some things actually sort themselves out eventually. So take it one day at a time and give time to solve, to sort the things out.
That's true. Then the other tip.
I hope I was clear about that. I messed up a bit about it, but I hope you got it.
I think we will definitely get it.
Okay.
Yeah, the other tip as a growing adult, what you need to do is always check on your health. Health is basic.
Okay.
Because this without the health you can't work. Then you can't make money. It starts from here. Health. Yeah. Sometimes even when you're feeling better, I could be feeling better for a year, but I've not checked on the doctor. Maybe I have something growing up in me, and I'm not aware. Then 2 years down the road, I'm down, and you're like, but I wish I knew this earlier. But so if you're growing up to become an adult, you need to put all these things in consideration.
Yeah. Do general body checkups.
Yes. Now imagine you don't know, maybe your teeth have an issue. You take long to check on your teeth.
Yeah.
How
even
many
something
times?
bigger like cancer.
Yeah.
You find out when it's in its last stages.
True.
That would be bad.
True.
And just to add on to your point,
yes,
if you're not feeling fine, don't go to work. Like, when you die because you're not feeling fine, they will hire someone immediately before you're even buried.
That is true.
So your health should be,
because you know your position is always advertised the day. Because the people already there. There are million people who have done your particular course or your particular job prescription and wherever. And
we don't really blame the employers because you're dead and the company has to move on.
Basically, even if it was my company, the day you go, tomorrow I'm putting an advert.
Up the advert.
And I'm
even
like, we're looking for so and so.
Yeah.
So literally,
Take
if you're not feeling well, communicate. Workplace, tell them I'm not feeling better. I'll not be able to make it today. Maybe tomorrow I'll be able to make it. Yeah.
And the other thing, have a friend to confide in during the bad days, the times when you're really down, because everyone needs that person.
That's
true.
The
time when you're really stressed.
That's true.
And you need to tell someone something. Get friends, good friends. Not everyone you talk to is your friend.
That's true.
Get good friends that you can confide with, that you can confide in and do life with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you can't go through no man is an island.
Yeah.
So you can't go through adulthood alone.
You need someone to hold on your hand. You need someone to guide you through these. Sometimes as adults we have mentors Yes, so you know, okay, this guy is good at this. I think I should always talk to this person when it gets to this particular thing. That leads me to my next point. My next point was how to manage finance. As growing adult, sometimes we get
technical health finance
no
kwegamba
bagita by the way. It's
by the way, so
exactly.
Finances.
So your finance, you need to know how to handle your finance, because there are times we get jobs that are good paying as adults. We are growing. You've done your good course. You've done your medicine. You've gotten into this hospital. You're getting maybe like 5 million shillings per month. Look, what is your saving scheme? You know, what are you just taking the whole money you've gotten to a bar? You know, are you just spending it on rent? Because we all love living nice. You understand? There are houses that go even for like 3 million shillings per month. Are you going to invest 3 billion shillings in
Someone's
a house per month, and you're getting 5? When are you going to become your own boss? Yes, it's going to become so hard for you. So as a growing adult, you need to know how to manage your capital, your finances. Create a business. Sometimes if you feel like maybe my money, I have a lot of money and I don't know what to use it for, invest the money. Put it in some kind of business. Trust me, it's going to work out for you.
And don't spend more than you earn. You
true.
expend it. No one can live like that. If you earn 500,000 and you think you're going to spend 600,000, you're in for it. You're going to be having debt after debt after debt.
That's true.
And remember, save first, invest. I learned this from someone, and she keeps saying, save first, invest next. So put aside money, because it will help you. During COVID times, everything was locked at some point. And if you didn't have savings, then you were in for it. So save.
Yes. Now the other point, I'm going rocket science. So the other point, learn to take ownership. What do I mean? Sometimes there are things we do and you feel like I don't have to be blamed. You get. But look, there are things you know, instead of raising an argument, sometimes as an adult, you learn to say, you learn to say, okay, I'm sorry. This happened. I'm sorry. You couldn't be in the wrong. But look, to own up some things helps you to save a lot of effortless talk, which will grow up into something huge. Learn how to say, I am sorry. That has helped me in this life and journey of being an adult. That has really helped me. Exactly.
And on the same point of owning up, own up to a mistake. If you have made men, now this is for men, if you have impregnated someone, please own up, take responsibility, because you're not going to be looked at as an adult if you just by your age, you put on trousers, you are 35 and you impregnate someone and then you go away. You're an adult by age, but you're not owning up. You're not being a responsible person.
That's true.
One last thing. Don't forget to laugh. Through life, my motto is live, laugh, love.
Exactly.
Laugh being the major one I'm talking about. You can't take life so seriously all the time. Those people who are like, everything so serious.
You want to be on point.
You want to be on point. Like,
serious.
Laugh. Be happy. Even if you have bills. That's why I like that song of don't worry, be happy now. Like, be happy. Even if you be angry at the world, your problems won't go away. Someone cracks a joke, laugh. People are at a party and you're sad. You shouldn't be sad. It's a happy moment.
That's true.
Be happy, be lively.
Then the other thing I just didn't want to forget, lastly, I wanted to tell people communication. Yes, communication is key. Adulthood, communication, it is key. There's somewhere I worked and I was very bad at emails. You get someone sends me an email and I'm like, okay, he has sent, I've seen. You understand? And I don't bother to communicate
to reply
back. I'm
that
like,
I have seen, even if it needs you to just say seen.
Exactly.
Reply.
Yeah, true. So some, they kept on. They were always selecting maybe in terms of the year and all that kind of stuff. And look, they. On my side, I was always being blamed. Ian, you don't communicate. Ian, you don't send back messages. Ian, communication is key. I learned that even if there is a situation where I'm going to be late for a meeting, I'm going to be able to send a message, a text message to the person. I'm like, hey, look, I'm caught up in traffic, but I'm coming.
Yeah.
I'm caught up somewhere, but I'll be there in this kind of time frame.
Yeah.
Rather than going mute. People keep wondering what's wrong with him. He didn't want to show up. If he didn't want to show up, then he shouldn't have done what? Consented to be in this kind of what? Thing. Yeah. So communication
is going to help you, not just at your place of work, but in your relationships.
Yes, true.
Because if you don't communicate, tell someone what up, they'll chill you.
Yeah, true.
So you need to.
It's really broad, as you said. It goes through up to relationships, because communication is key. If you're with me and you're not communicating every day, definitely what do you expect? I'm trying to keep up communication and you're not bringing the same energy, I'm going to let you go.
I
I'm
tell
going to
you
go
I
with
love
someone.
you and then you blue tick me.
Exactly.
What's that? I'll leave.
Exactly. I need someone who is going to be competent into this. You need to communicate. The energy needs to be the same.
True.
You get the point? Yeah, I think that's all we have today. And I just didn't want to end this minus saying, how should I say it? Rachel gave birth
congratulations,
last night.
Rachel.
So,
we have a friend called Rachel.
Exactly.
Rachel, we are so happy for you.
And we believe you're watching this. And I just want to say, guys, from us to you guys, have a great time. And we sign out. Peace.
Peace. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.